A father has two sons. One son will obey everything father commands him to do. But the other son will find out what is father's desire and do that also. He is not commanded. പറഞ്ഞില്ല ചെയ്യാൻ, but he finds it out and does. Which obedience is better? Second one. Even the first one, is it in love? Because you love me, you will keep my commandments. Out of fear also you can keep commandment. That is not obedience. That is not obedience. Obedience is out of love, joyfully and willfully done. But second level, seeking out the desire of the heart of the Father and doing it joyfully. He says, then I will come and stay with you. In choices, the choice of it can be, okay, all the commandments somehow will keep it. Is it done joyfully or under compulsion? Legally. Is it slowly leading to the finding out what is the desire of the heart of God and do it also? പറഞ്ഞൊന്നുമില്ല, കണ്ടുപിടിച്ച് ചെയ്യും. Yes, you have a choice of doing the other way. If you are so earnest, have we spent time to find out the commandments of God? Then have you spent time to find the heart of God? Oh, this is in your heart. David had a lot of soldiers. He used to tell them what to do. One day he expressed a desire, that water I want. These three soldiers risked their life when they had collected the water and pot. He said, I cannot drink it now. I cannot drink it. It became too precious for him. But those friends did it not under compulsion. Oh, this is the desire of my leader's heart. In the book of Ezekiel, 44, 10th verse, 10 and 11.
And the Levites that are gone away far from me, when Israel went astray, which went astray away from me after their idols, they shall even bear the iniquity. Yet they shall be ministers in my sanctuary, having charge of the gates of the house, and ministering to the house. They shall slay the burnt offering and the sacrifice for the people, and they shall stand before them to minister unto them.
Okay. Then he says, 13th verse.
They may not approach me to minister as priests. They may not touch any of my holy things or holy offerings, for they must bear the shame of all the detestable sins they have committed.
15 onwards, another person.
But the priest, the Levite, the son of Zadok, who kept charge of my sanctuary, but the children of Israel went astray from me, they shall come near me to minister to me. They shall stand before me to offer to me the fat and the blood, says the Lord God.
16.
They shall enter my sanctuary, and they shall come near my table to minister to me, and they shall keep my charge.
What's the difference? Shall come near to me, minister to me, stand before me, offer to me, enter my sanctuary, shall come near to my table to minister to me and keep my charge. Intimacy. Intimacy. Others are also working in the temple. There is a choice. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. No, Lord, that's not enough. Want to draw close. We draw the Christian life as a graph. You can comfortably live at any level you want. You can comfortably live at any level you want. You produce that comfort. That standard of comfort doesn't come from God, it comes from you. Your own. Yes. The thing is, once you fix this level, you won't have any pain or difficulty, you will be satisfied.
Will be satisfied.
Eh?
Will be satisfied.
They will be.
People not.
No. That's why people are continuing. പിന്നെ ഇടയ്ക്കിടയ്ക്കൊരു ഓക്കെ മതി ഇതൊക്കെ. Students in college, when they study, many students are satisfied just passing. They want to enjoy everything and just pass. Paul says, I leave things behind and move forward, press on. What he has taken hold of me, I want that. He says, I have not reached. I have not reached. That's another way of moving forward. The Lord Himself taught, Blessed are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, they will be satisfied. Why do we get stagnated? How? Pardon? How do we become satisfied?
Make peace with the status quo. Make peace with the status quo.
Okay. What are the methods of becoming stagnant? Comparison.
People endorse. When people endorse you,
People endorse what you yourself can do for stagnation.
just keep on doing what you're doing.
എങ്ങനെ അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്? എങ്ങനെ അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നൊരു മെത്തേഡ് പറഞ്ഞിട്ട് അപ്രീഷിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു? I know it already. I know it already. This is, when you listen, you say, I know it already. You won't grow because you're not leaving behind certain things which you learned. Learning becomes, can satisfied at that level. That's why I say you always change the Bible. Because many things written down there are some of the early discoveries or revelations you receive. You will remain satisfied with that. You won't look for. When you change the Bible, you cannot sometimes remember even. Then you look for something further.
I've been making one statement to many people, and suddenly I'm asking them, I've been making a statement like a lifetime is not enough to know God. But then somewhere I'm asking, is there any deception? Is there anything wrong in the statement? I don't know.
It is true, but it can be for you, it can be deception. How is it deception for you? You will know. Other person will not. Because it's a truth also.
So I'm talking about to others.
With that statement, is there a pursuit of knowing Him? ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ that is encouraging you to move forward. It can be an excuse to stagnate also.
Could you please explain this aspect again? The Ezekiel 44, serving God and loving God and serving God.
They considered at one point it as duty. There was not love. We will look at it later, if time permits, the difference between that kind of things. So, many responsibilities can fall down into the category of duty. The other one becomes a lifestyle. The motivating thing is love. Maybe other motivations will be there. That's why keeping the commandments, motivation may be, he emphasizes love. If you love me, you will keep my commandments. But knowing the heart of God and doing it, that very turbulent time, there were Phineas and the person is the one who went and stabbed and killed the woman and the man in the tent. That's what stopped the wrath of God.
Because
So he says, the zeal, it was, you knew whom I am, you are serving me, you will have a different portion. Your generations will have different portion. Sincerity, earnestness, the desire for holiness, keeping of holiness, lifting up the name of God, honoring Him, all was there in that. Even among children, in certain families, parents will identify certain children as who are interested in the affairs of the family, parents, everything, and involved in that. There are other children who want to enjoy the things and they're not caring about it. Same members of the family. Making use of the parents, exploiting. In wife and husband relationship, it is. In many homes, you see that. Both selfishly making use of each other. But there is no relationship. But the other level is entirely different. That's a friendship of David and Jonathan is highlighted. That's a different kind of friendship. I don't want anything, you take it. Somewhere, John becomes a person like that for Jesus on earth. He will share and reveal certain things to him. Peter, John, and James, particularly John. That's why he asked Peter later, "What's the kind of love you have for me?" And he realized he was so sad. Reminds him. Reminds us also. One of the signs of intimacy is burdened with the burden of God. Taking to the level of crushingness, the pain, carrying it. It's actually unbearable.
Anguish.
Unbearable. We will become immobile, means cannot function after some time when it comes. Tadagam, there was a meeting for U students, Tadagam Ashram. If graduates were meeting separately to discuss about how the students are and to pray for them. When we met together, there was burden in the heart. I said, we are not right before God. We can disperse the meeting, we'll pray for ourselves and come meet after that. Just broke off. Spend time. Same day, many hours later we went. Each one started sharing. Without anything. One person said, with 3 topics, I was conducting Bible study for the last 3 years. I never studied Bible. One after another, everyone broke. Everyone broke. What happened because of that? Student meeting, there was a pouring of the Spirit. It doesn't happen often, but when it happens, and they're all willing, and the moment happens. John White, he writes, was praying something. He may be a burden or something. He saw in the eyes of Jesus Christ in a vision. You could see that. After some time he cried out, I cannot bear it. Remove it, Lord, remove it, remove it. So with David, he says, he's a man of my heart. He knew. He reveals his heart to such. He reveals. Will I hide anything from my friend Abraham? In the midst of pious Christians, no one can be a sinner. That is one of the danger in today in Christian group. I read a book, an incident, some prophets from Armenia were coming, passing through a place. A landlord, a farmer, invited them to have a meal, lunch with them. So he killed a calf and prepared a big meal for them. The prophet, while praying, when he was blessing the meal, the first question is asked, where is the head of the cow? This man began to tremble because he chose to blemish cow with a blind eye, which he could not sell it. They walked to the haystack. He had hid the head there. It was taken out. God reveals to His people. These people actually are not able to feel comfortable where sin is there or receive it. If you are practicing the presence, the hidden talk, the deceptive conversation, all will not be possible among Christians. All will become open, clear. This is what I am. But the pretension prevents. The attempt to continue to impress, keep the image. It's very strong, very strong. We have spent years to build the image. Very difficult to allow it to break. My mentor, he was in student ministry for 30 years. After when he retired, he waited on God for 40 days in a cabin. Alps. He closed himself down. He didn't make phone or anything. Some tin food or something he used. The word he received was helping the helpers. Bring in ministers who are toiling. They are exhausted. Spend time with them. Accompany them in their journey. There was no further guidance for him on that. But slowly it evolved. He never told anyone or told me, you must do this. He just accompanied, or he allowed me to accompany. I think that's the way the Lord did it. That's the way it has to be. Shall we take a break?